Hey, Quick here, welcome to another Minecraft video. Now today I'm here with Redstone Tutorials, a new series I am starting up. It is where I teach you the ways of redstone, all these blocks in here, how to use them, all the gates, all the knots, all that stuff. And I'll give you knowledge so you can make your own creations. So yeah. So, let's start with this. Redstone is pretty much the base of everything. God, what's wrong with me? It can only go for 15 blocks by itself. So, the power can only go for 15. So if a power powers a redstone, I don't know how to explain this, God. Basically, if you lay a line of redstone for 15 blocks, or 16, and you put a power source at one end of it, the last one will not be powered. So you see what I mean? So let's go to repeaters. So what it does, there are three things it is used for. It can be used for an extension. As you can see, the whole rest of the line is off while this whole thing is on. Yeah, but that's not only what it's used for. If I lay these blocks, that one will still be the fastest, even though that was the last one placed. So this is delay. Repeaters can be used for delay. There are 4 settings to it. There is 1 tick, which is this, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4 tick. So to change it, you have to right click, but for me it's left click because I inversed my clicks. So it's right click for me to destroy, left click to place. So if I say left click, it probably means right click. So it's just confusing. So yeah. So you can basically make very long things that take a lot of time to power. So it can also be used as a dial. What that means, it can only be powered one way and it can only power one way. So what that means is that there's only one input and one output, and so the input is the back right here, the part with no wooden thingy, and the output comes out of the front, which is this thingy. So yeah, so if I get a redstone block, it's only going to power that. It's not going to power this because this is the input, that's the output. So if I destroy this and place one there, it's not going to power anything. And if I do this, this is going to be off. So I'm going to show you locking repeaters later, so yeah. Now this is the comparative, probably the most complicated piece of redstone ever. And I'm gonna show you what it was mainly designed for, and then what it can do later. So basically it compares two inputs, input A and input B, and gives the result into an output. So the subtract mode is the most easiest, but this mode is pretty complicated. So basically there are 15 states of redstone, as there are 15 things. Well, there are 16, but there are 15 powered states. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, so say if 1 was right here, it would give full power. If I put it 2, it will give 1 less power. So basically, if it's just a repeater, but basically loses 1 power for every less powered state it is. So what that means is that, say if I do this 4 1 2 3 4, that's not going to be enough. I should just use this. So basically, if I go to and I make that 15 right there, only 1's gonna come out. So 14, 2, 13, 3, 12, 4, 11, 5, 10, 6, and so on. So now the thing about comparators is that they can compare out inputs. So this one in the back is input A, this is input B. So if I match the signal strength, basically based off this, it's gonna lose power. So say if I go all the way to 15 right here, it's going to basically only lose 1. But if I go back here, it's going to only get 1. So basically, if this is 15, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So if I do 14, that's going to be off. So if this is more than that, the output is going to be off. So it's just that this does nothing to the output. Just if the signal strength is more than this, it's off. So let's get into subtract mode. This is what makes a lot more sense. So say if I give the same signal strength, it's going to be off. If I give it more, it's going to give 1. So basically, input B subtracts input A. So say if the signal strength is 3 as shown for input B, and the signal strength for input A as shown is 2. So basically it's 3 minus 2, whatever that can equal, that's the power. So there's 3 variables, X, Y, and Z. So input A is X, input B is Y, and output is Z. So the solution is X minus Y equals Z. So if it is negative, then it will be off. So that's how the comparator works. Now let's show hoppers. Now what this is kind of like the dream of Minecraft. It's basically like pipes from mods, but it can't go up. So if I put an item in this one, oh sorry, I'm pressing 3. So you see how the funnel is going towards this one? That's the way that it goes. So say if I get a hopper, and I just get a hopper here, whatever side of a block you face, that's where the funnel is going to face. So basically, if I put this block of iron in here, it's going to go through each hopper until it gets to here. Now as you see, there's nothing in here, nothing in here. Once I put it in, there you go. Now if a hopper is powered, it will not give the block to where it's supposed to give it to. So say if I put the item in here, it's going to stay here until it is unpowered. So there are 6 ways it can go. There's down, there's that way, that way, that way, and that way. So north, south, east, west, and down. So those are 5. The 6th one is one that you can't get in survival. You have to use a set block command. And what this one does, it goes nowhere. So say if I put it in here, nothing will happen. So say if I place redstone blocks here and I do this, it doesn't push it down. So basically it does nothing. Oops. And how you get it is you use set block, your coords or your chords, place in Minecraft. Well, you don't really need it. This is how you do mods. Hop and how you quick type like that is you put in part of the word and you press tab. So just a little tip for you guys, and you put in 1 right after and it will make that hopper. So now let's get into the dropper and dispenser. So basically with the dispensers, let's get this going. You can use flint and steel and it will make fire. Sorry. Where is some seeds? Alright, so if you get seeds and there's bone meal in the dispenser, it will grow it. And if there is armor, look at me now. Look at me now. So if you're right next to a dispenser with armor and it powers, it will put on the armor automatically. So there are other things like it shoots arrows and splash potions, which means when the it's like you threw the splash potion or you shot the arrow yourself. But with the dropper, none of that happens. So say if I get this out of here, I get this out of here, and I get this off. None of the properties with the dispenser will happen. So say if I get all the bone meal out and I put the diamond chest plate, it doesn't put it on me, it just gives it to me. And flint and steel won't give fire. And if I put arrows in there or splash potions, it won't shoot. It'll just drop the item. Like if you just press Q. There you go. So now let's get on with torches. Now these are a power source, but you could put them on blocks. So if the block is powered in any way, shape, or form, it will turn off the torch. So you see here, when I destroy that, it turns on. So now, even though next episode is gates, I'm just gonna tell you that this is a not gate. Basically, when the input is on, the output is off. Now let's get into pistons and sticky pistons. Yay, fun. So, they can push blocks up to 12, but the thing about a piston is that it does not pull the block, but a sticky piston does. So, pistons have a limit, you know, I just said it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They can only push so many blocks, so 12 is the maximum. 13 they cannot push, as you can see. Yeah. So, yeah, they have a maximum. Now, sticky pistons can't pull extended pistons. And, sticky pistons can't push an extended piston. But the thing that's really cool about pistons is that there is a known bug with them. That, if you get a power source in any corner, like in any upper corner of the sticky piston, or 2 blocks above it, it will power the piston, but it won't realize it. So when you give it an update, it will power. So when I destroy this, it's still powered. So if I do this, yeah. So basically, you can make floating extended pistons. Yeah, cool, huh? So now if you destroy this, it's basically a piston in midair. Until you put a block, it will update. So yeah, you can make really cool contraptions with that. Now let's go into repeater locking. Now this is a really cool feature that they added. Even though you can do it before, but it would be very big. So say if I get this, oh yeah, it works perfectly. But when I do this, it won't power because this is locking the repeater. You can tell it's locked if there's like this little bedrock thing here. So if you do this, it can basically lock the repeater. So if it's on when you lock it, it would stay on. So it's kind of like a really cool feature that they added. So there you go. Let's get into more stuff. So TNT, we all know what that does. Redstone lamp, it's really, really simple. It's like the most complicated thing ever. So complicated. So if a redstone lamp gets a power source of some sort, it will emit light. So say if I do time set night. Oh my god, it's so dark. Don't worry, I got my handy redstone lamp here. So time set day. There you go. Now there's doors, which wooden door, if you right click, which in my case it's left click, it will open, and iron doors you can't do that, it has to have a power source. And you can also use a power source for a wooden door. Let me show you all the inputs. There are the buttons, the weighted pressure plates, the pressure plates. There is a block of redstone torch, lever, tripwire hook, daylight sensor. There's so many. So basically, let's show all the inputs over here. There is this, and then that, and then this. Oh yeah, we cannot forget all the others, like that, and where's the other one? There was another one, right? Oh yeah, tripwire hook. String! So let's explain these one by one. So the wooden pressure plate, if you stand on it, it will give power. Yeah, but if I step off, it will turn off. So if I throw something on it, it will power. So basically any entity, which is any item, anything that is not a block, that is an entity. Like an animal, you are an entity. Minecarts, mobs, any entity can power these. If you use stone pressure plate, same thing. If you step off, but you can't power it with items. Bad example. Yeah, but mobs can power it. I'm not sure if minecarts can power it, but yeah, these are really cool. So this is a gold pressure plate. Basically what it does is that these are the same thing. When you step on them, they don't give full output. Basically, how many entities are standing on it, that's the output, but it can't go past 15. So say if I get a stack of redstone, I drop 1 on it, 1, what? 1, they really don't like stacked items, I suppose. So 2 items, 3 items, 4 items will give 4. But heavy pressure plates, that's a different story. It takes a lot more items. How many items does this thing take? I have to make sure these are on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, you need stacks. That's 1 stack. 2 stacks. Dang, still not enough. God, how many stacks does this thing take? That many stacks just to get 2. Just to get 2. Just 2. Yeah, so basically it takes a lot of items to even get a small output. So now, guys, remember what I said about ticks earlier? Everything involving redstone uses redstone ticks. So, yeah. So, wooden button, when you power it, when you right-click it, basically for how long it is pushed in, that is how long the redstone current is. So basically, a wooden button, when you just right click it once, it will stay on for 15 ticks. So it will be on for 1.5 seconds. Yeah. A stone button will give 12 ticks. which will give 1 second and a fifth. So how you can tell is if you get 1 tick repeaters, just in a line, and you press it, eventually it will just be like a worm. So say if it was 4 ticks, these are all repeaters, then this will come on, and then that will turn off. On, off. Off. So it'll be like a worm. However many repeaters are on till the worm starts, that's how long it gives. So basically, a redstone block is a power source that will, any adjacent redstone will have a 1 power state on it. But the thing is, it is movable by pistons. Now what that means is that there are immovable blocks such as extended pistons, obsidian, bedrock, chests, furnace, dispensers, anything with a GUI, basically, besides the crafting table. Anything that can hold items, and command blocks. Yeah, there's just a bunch of movable blocks, but a redstone block is one of them. So you can make like really cool things, and yeah. So there's a redstone torch which I showed you earlier. If you power the block that it is on, it will turn off. It is immovable by pistons. So yeah. There's the lever, which if you right click it, it would turn on, but if you right click it again, it will turn off. There is the tripwire hook, which is really cool actually. As you can see, you can't see the string, right? So basically, if you have like a 3x3 hallway and have like, say, 1 block like this and the tripwire hook like that. Sorry guys, I have to talk to you guys later, so see ya. Hey guys, I'm back, and oh god. So yeah, so this is the tripwire hook. Basically, whatever the tripwire is the block that it's on, the block will be powered once you step on the string, and power will activate. If I destroy this, it won't work. And if I do, this won't work. It has to be straight. The string has to be straight too. It has to be straight, and I believe the most it can go up to is like 12 blocks, I believe. But now let's go into the daylight sensor. Now this is really cool. It gives power based off if it's day or night, or so say if I set it to time set night, it is 2 because the sun is up a little bit. So say if I time add 500, get darker and darker and darker. Now let's just add 10,000. Little too much. Little too much. Right, so say if I add 250, you say it'll go up a little bit. and a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit. So look at right there. Now let's just go to the big 500. Alright, that is the most it can go up to. Nope. One more time. Oh no, it went past that. Okay, so yeah, I believe we are done. Let's see what else we got. Oh, the note block. Yeah, that is. Ooh, that's God. Okay, so there are 5 instruments. I don't know what blocks have to go under them, but note blocks, based off what block is under them, it will affect the note. So you can activate it using redstone, and basically you can change the pitch to reset it, just destroy it, and boom. Now if you are in game mode survival, and if you right click, in my case, for you it'd be left click, it would stay the same, it would just play the note. So there you go. That is a note block. Anything else? No, not really. So yeah. So yeah, guys. See you later, and quick out.